Hi guys, this is Osmosis FX and welcome to DXY view for the last week of January, which is week 4, and I hope you guys had so much fun in week 3. The truth is I didn't really take much trade in week 3 because DXY seems to change the course of what I was expecting, so I didn't really trade much pairs relating to DXY. In fact, I could say it was only on Thursday that I was able to take one trade, and I'll get to that. But let's just see what we have for week 4 on DXY view for the month of January, because this is the last week of January, and our expectation is we are all expecting bearish continuation on DXY, but sorry about the way it's looking. DXY seems to have take a stroll. This looks like the third. This is not the third week. This is the 4th week. Yes. Then we have one more week, so we have about 2 weeks. Oh, to the end of January. Okay, not bad. So this week, I think we are just packed with. Let me. I just want to see. I don't want to see you. Just these two alone. Okay, we are still packed with much news. What if is only high impact news alone? Okay. So the USD news is on Wednesday. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. The important news here should be this for last week. Okay, so this for this week. This week, oh, only Wednesday, Thursday, unemployment claims, CPI. And card also have something related. Book meeting. Okay, this one should give us few move. Then USD flash FMP, flash service PMI. Okay, but this Fridays I'm seeing a lot of volatility here too, because it's 2 news in a day. I have 2 news here on Thursday also, so I think from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday there will be a lot of push on USD pair. But let's go back to DXY and let's see what the expectation is. You guys already know I have my highs, my lows, my lower low, lower high, lower low, and I have my lower low, lower high now. So I'm expecting market to drop to form a new lower low, but I can see that market is just wasting a lot of time in this zone, which we are. So looking at this zone, what do we have? We have resistance. It got broken, retested, it came back to the resistance, touched down and broke out, retested, broke out, and we have an M pattern here because we have the first sell, price revisit the zone back, and the other sell broke out. So market has not really came back to this zone to test this zone. The market touched here, broke it, and we have this resistance zone also in effect. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4. The market broke it out and retested it with a double bottom, broke out. Now we have 2 chart pattern against each other. We have a double pattern here, we have a M formation here, which is also a double top here. Now, which one is favoring which one? For me, I feel this is our impulse move and this is our corrective move. So if we are following the flow of the river, you can see that we are impulsing to the downside, we are correcting to the upside, impulsing to the downside, correcting to the upside. So we are expecting an impulse move to the downside. An impulse move has to do with something that has to happen to the United States that will drop dollar to that of, let's say the lowest here is 70. You can see it's $70. So that's gonna be a very good expectation. So we're expecting that dollar is going to drop for the whole 2024 and for some, let's say, to 2025 or so, and so on, because this should take us to like 2027. You can see 2027 here. So let's go down to monthly. So on monthly, see the same flow, but December's, this is December here, and January almost took out December's high. It's closer to it, so we have just 2 weeks to see if January is going to take out December's high. So if it takes out this high, what am I expecting in this market? This is a drop from here. This is a full drop. So here should just be a base, then we should have a drop. Now we've broken out of this support turn resistance zone. So I'm seeing that this is just a retest of this zone. So price might probably come to this zone here. If possible, price might revisit this week here and drop. And if price don't revisit this week, then price should just close maybe above December's high and just have a way of filling up some missing fair value gap in here to drop. But I'm very constant in the fact that I'm expecting price to drop, because if I chart pattern these highs, this is looking like a flag that is ready to drop. You can see, so we can say we have the first touch here, the second touch. I'm not expecting third touch here. This is first, second, so I'm not expecting this to hold. I'm expecting this to break. This is a drop, correction, drop kind of formation. So let me hold you down. Monthly, weekly, okay, like this. Oh, thank you, Lord. Like this. So let's go down to weekly and let's see what do we have on the weekly. On the weekly, I have some other zones here. Resistance, broken out, support, broken and retested, broken, retested. These zones are tested and are actually proven zones. So we have a resistance here, market act as breaking and is still retested and drop. Here market acts as supporting, still retested and came back. Same here, blow out, touched the higher one, dropped, created a W here, broke out, and price is presently testing this resistance turn support now. So when price touched it out, we have a support back to support here, which turns out to be resistance. So we have price drop and price is presently hanging in this zone. So here I have a rally, base, this is a base, drop, base, drop, base, drop. So I have this base, first base here, tested, this second base not tested, and this third base presently in the market. So I have this zone, I have this zone, and I have this already tested. Okay, so price is presently in this zone. I would love price to come here because this might serve as liquidity to be taken out, and price will come here before it drop. So we might, if we respect this zone, fine. If we don't respect this zone, this is another supply zone that we should respect here, which is unmitigated. This now will determine if price will, because price is still bullishly in control in these candlesticks on the weekly, because it closed above 50% of these candlesticks. So this is just a small push. It didn't form an amount to like 70% of these candles. So if I weigh this candle now, see, can I see it properly? So you can see it's more than 50%. You can see that price is more than 50%. Okay, you can see it's more than 50%. This is the high, this is the low rather, and this is the high. Price closed above 50% of this candle. So this candle is still bullishly in power. So next week is going to be a determinant factor. We have two things for next week. Is either we close below this guy here, or we rally above to this zone before we could drop. So we have either of these two formations, price closing above here or price closing below. So one of the things I would love to see is to draw out this zone here. Okay, I can just, I don't want to see it on monthly, I can just label it week high, the middle, red, now I want black, and week low. So this serves as a warning for me, because next week I'm going to be either chasing either of these two, either the highs to be taken or the low to be taken. But to be more realistic, this is an inducement for this supplier. So I'm not, any trade I'm taking inside this supply, I have to put on my break even. Why? Because price might shoot up and take me out and come for this guy, or price might delay and give me some profits here, and I can still bank on it. But to me, I feel like this is an inducement for this supply. So price might come back here and take out this supply low and this double bottom here as liquidity. So those are my view on weekly. So let's go down to daily to see what we have on daily. Too many markups on daily. Okay, I just have to. Daily has a descending channel, and we can see from this descending channel on a daily, you can see this descending channel on a daily that we have our highs tested, lows broken, tested, form a new low, price revisited this supply resistance zone and broke out. So this is where I didn't trade, because when I saw price broke out of this zone, I had to just pause and try to figure out what is exactly going on with DXY. DXY is supposed to respect this zone, but DXY broke out of this zone, stayed a couple days like a correction, and we are out. So this gave me also a wondering, because I have a double top here, an M pattern here, first rejection and second rejection, which is also the same with the 3 months I have. The 3 month view, if you rewind the video, you see that this is the kind of setup that happened on that 3 month view. The first bearish rejection, they pull back and they drop. Price then revisits that zone until price came back to revisit that zone. So this alone gave me another assurance that okay, this is a possible sell setup for DXY. And on the long, we just have to wait for the candle to complete its formation. But my expectation is on 2 ways now. My first expectation, let me clean out all this so that you can probably understand. Because price broke out with a formation of rally base rally, I'm expecting price to revisit back this base here, and we have another push to take out this one, probably have a rejection here and move to this zone, because this is the zone I'm more interested in to see if price will drop from here. And that's number one. If price refuse to respect this zone, I'm expecting price to break below, retest this zone, and take out this zone. So this is my possible day. I want to see daily candle close signaling something to me here. This is just what I want to see. I want to see a daily candle close telling me about something here, then I'm good to go. So I'll probably look for, I didn't sell anything here even when I was expecting a sell setup here. I didn't sell. I just want to be confident that this sell setup is coming back to here, where I'll be expecting an impulse move to the upside or a break. So this place is a waiting zone. So maybe this week you can join this sell and sell down to this zone. So if I go to H4 and see what we have on H4, you can see now H4 is looking like a double top. First top created, price revisited it back. So second top now is coming down to this zone. So if you can join this sell off to this zone, boom, good. But when price get to this zone, I'll pause. I'll probably pause when price get to this zone, because I want to see one thing or another. Is either we take out, we come down, break below, retest and head for this zone, or probably we just come and take some power here to take out this double top here, and we go. But I would love to see it on a daily. I would love to see it on a daily time frame, complete its job on a daily time frame. Then I'm certain to see price sell off from here. Honestly, this is a descending channel and 90% should be taken out, but in this formation I'm not seeing 90% taken now. Why? Because this move is an impulsive sell, and on a higher time frame it shows that there are some base that needs to be tested, and price is probably coming back to those base before we could see an impulsive sell. So I'm more particular about this zone here. So I'm either going to join the buy to this zone, or probably just see if price is not coming to this zone, then I'll join the sell at this retest here to further. So it's a lot of patience to wait for the setup to form before joining in. Just have a lot of patience. It's, if you don't trade in a week, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's just that what I'm expecting is not showing up. So don't let scalpers make you feel as if you are not making money. No, try to differentiate what works for you and stick to it. All right, that's that for this week 4. I love you all, guys. See you with other pairs I'm looking onto. Also, I like to drop the SY first because you know how it is. The XY pushes the market. See you. Have some fun over the weekend. Bye, guys.